Hey, this is Epic with the Chosen Prime, and today we are back taking a look at Takara's MP-45 Bumblebee. This, of course, is their second version of a masterpiece Bumblebee. This version in particular draws much more influence from the original G1 cartoon. As you can see, taking a look here in his alt mode, he is much smaller and a bit more cartoon stylized, whereas MP-21 attempts to capture a more realistic alt mode. Here's a side-by-side comparison with MP-44 Optimus Prime. And here he is next to MP-39 Sunstreaker and MP-25 Trax. And here he is next to MP-21 Bumblebee. And looking here, you can see how MP-45 does indeed borrow a little bit more influence from the G1 cartoon, while MP-21 takes a more realistic approach to the Volkswagen Beetle. Taking a look at MP-45's accessories, he does come with a gun, and while it is small, it is also fully painted. Also included is this small blast effect, and you can attach it to the front of the gun, so that way he can have a nice shooting effect. Here's one of his extra faces, and you can just swap it out by tabbing it in. B also comes with this I Love New York license plate, and you can just clip it onto the front of his bumper here. It's quite secure. And now he can show New York some love. Alright, B does also come with a Diaclone figure like the ones that came with MP-44. This one is a part of the pre-production sample, so it is a little scuffed up, but it does have the same articulation. As you can see, it has the ab crunch, the ball peg in the middle. The legs also are articulated the same way with the ball joints at the thighs, and the knees can go back about a little past 45 degrees. So yeah, it's the same. It just doesn't have the magnets on the feet. For transformation, you want to bring the front bumper down and then come to the side of the front of the car, pull out this leg and then the other leg, and then you can pull this panel out and then unaccordion the leg, and it's on a double hinge here. And then you want to rotate the leg to the outside of the car. And then you can bring this panel down and it'll tab in here. And then just close this panel back up. Now you want to come to the bottom of the tire and rotate it down, and this will help form the foot, and rotate it inward so it's flush with the inside of the foot. Come to the windshield or window section, and you can pull this out. I don't know if it's necessary, but then just push it back in, and then take the window and then straighten it up so it sits to the back of the leg like that. And then if you want, you can put the bumper back down. All right, so come to the rear bumper and unpeg it here and fold it down. Unpeg this piece on the back of the roof section and then fold the arms out. Now, I'm not sure if this is correct because I don't have instructions, but push the arms back through this way, and then you can untab them here. They just tab in together. Rotate the arms all the way back, rotate the waist, and ab crunch forward. Then you can bring the head up and all the way forward. Then take these fenders and push them close to the tires. And then take the fender sections and rotate them all the way into this cavity. And make sure to secure them by pressing down. And they'll tab in pretty secure. Next, you want to take both of the tail lights and rotate them in. And then take the spare tire section, fold it down, and you want to rotate it 180 degrees between the windshield and the hood. So rotate it all the way around and get it flush up against the windshield. Now you want to get the arms out of the way and the top of the backpack section, just fold it down underneath the shoulders into this channel here and then slide it down. Once that's in place, you can rotate the arms down and bring the head back. And then this lower section, you can just rotate this part and it'll port in here and then rest it up against his lower back. And then the rest of the backpack is on a double hinge system. So just rotate it all the way up and then set it up against the back and let it complete the rest of the backpack. And then the waist, it'll tab in front of that lower half of the backpack here and here. For the shoulder, you can rotate it down on this hinge and then straighten out the bicep and the forearm. And then bring this panel back. And open the hand and rotate it around. And then rotate the rest of the arm. And that's pretty much it. Straighten out the arm on the other side. And come to the backpack, make sure everything's tabbed in. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, there were no instructions because this is a pre-production sample, but yeah, I think that is it. So here is MP-45 Bumblebee transformed into his robot mode. And again, we can see how he takes a lot of influence from the G1 cartoon. And yeah, looking at him back to back with MP-21 Bumblebee, you can really see those differences. And he is definitely a little bit taller than MP-21 Bumblebee. You'll also notice a difference in the yellow. And yeah, just back to back, you can really see the proportions, how everything changed from the old version to the new version. For another quick comparison, here he is next to MP-44 Prime and MP-39 Sunstreaker. On the scale, B weighs 2.2 ounces, which is 61 grams. For Bumblebee's articulation, his head is on a hinge, so he can look all the way up. And then the neck is on a ball peg and also this transformation hinge, so you can utilize that. And he can look all the way down into his chest. And then since it is on a ball peg, he can get some tilt left and right and also turn his head left and right. For the shoulders, he has a butterfly joint on this hinge here. And then he also has this hinge on the shoulder itself. And so he can go all the way up about 90 degrees. And then a transformation hinge for more up and down movement. Now he also has full 360-degree rotation on the arm. And he also has a rotation at the bicep, as well as a deep elbow bend on a single hinge. The fingers are pinned together at one hinge, and he also has a fixed thumb with a wide grip, and you can, of course, rotate the fist. Now, for the waist, there is a little bit limited articulation as far as I can see, and no ab crunch. But if you lift the hip skirt here, this leg, it has a similar gimmick to MP-44, where the front skirt is a fixed piece that slides all the way back. So he can get 90 degrees on this front leg, and then he can also go out about a little over 90 degrees. And then you can rotate at the thigh. Yeah, there's a swivel there, so you can rotate. And then also he has, looks like double jointed knees. So he's got quite a deep bend on the knee as well. And for the feet, a ridiculous ankle tilt. And it's also on a hinge here, double hinge, that you can rock it back and forth however you want. So yeah, really good articulation overall. Even without the ab crunch, he can look down in a pretty natural position. Okay, and that was our early look at Takara's MP-45 Masterpiece Bumblebee. He is fully painted and great articulation, and he's also available for you to pre-order at The Chosen Prime. So please go to thechosenprime.com and pre-order yours. Again, this is Epic with The Chosen Prime, and have a great day.